Okay, hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm here with a video that was very cleverly invented by Gabby on YouTube. You probably know her as Velvet Ghost. But yeah, she invented this tag which I thought was super cool and tagged me to do this video, as did Hannah, and when I saw it, to be honest, as soon as I watched it I was like, yes, this is such a good idea. I really want to film that, and funnily enough I've actually thought about this before. Like, I'm sure quite a lot of you guys have sat at home and thought, if there was a fire, what would I save? And I remember when I was little I actually used to think of like a strategic plan as to like how I could get all the stuff out safely. I was quite a weird child, just gonna throw that out there. But today I have narrowed it down to 10 of my most important things that I would want to save if I had the time in the event of a fire, which touch wood isn't gonna happen, but if it did, these are the items that are like most special to me. So I think I'm just gonna start straight off, and I'm going to tag all of you guys to make this video. If any of you guys have channels, then I would love to see you guys doing this because I think it's such a good idea that Gabby's come up with. So if you do make one of these videos yourself, link me it and I shall check it out because I think this is actually quite a personal thing. So without further ado, I'm just going to start. I'm not going to do it in levels of importance just because I can't, like, I don't know what's more important to me. I'm just going to like show you it all. So the first thing that I'm going to save is my laptop. Now you're probably thinking, really, we're going to start with really shallow things, and I do have a mix of sentimental things, but although my laptop's like insured, everything on here isn't backed up. Like, I do have most of my stuff backed up, but there's a lot of stuff on here that isn't. My whole media A-level is on here, and that would mean me like losing an entire A-level if I didn't have this. Same with my photography actually. Also, I'm quite emotionally attached to my laptop. I don't really go anywhere without it, and I mean that literally. I always have my laptop on me, which is probably not very safe. But yeah, this would be the first thing that I'd think of, probably more so than my phone maybe, because like this has loads of things on here that I wouldn't want to lose, and it has access to YouTube so that I could like still carry on uploading if a fire happened. On the same level, I would then save my phone because, again, I just don't want to like lose all the things on it. It's not the phone itself, like really it's an iPhone, you can get another one of those, and again it's insured so it's not like that bad, but the pictures on here aren't backed up and my camera roll is like 5,000 pictures. I know that I really need to back it up because probably now I've said that something will happen where my phone will like smash or something and I haven't got it backed up, so I need to back it up, but because it's not, this would be, in fact, to be honest, if there was a fire, my phone would probably be in my hand anyway because I'm like emotionally and physically attached to my phone, which is very bad, but chances are I'd be on my phone, so I'd like bring that anyway. Okay, so getting a bit more sentimental, the next thing I would say would be this teddy, which I've had since I was born pretty much. This is Eeyore. If you can't tell, it's meant to be like Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. Doesn't look like an Eeyore at all anymore, and it's definitely worse for wear, like all the furs come out of it, but you know, everybody has that one teddy that they've had since they were little, and even if you don't want to admit you have that teddy, I can guarantee that 99% of you watching this have that teddy, and this is my one of those, and this is one of the things that you couldn't replace. Obviously I can't get another one of these, and he's very well travelled, he's been everywhere with me, and I wouldn't want to like have him burn in a fire because I'm just a bit emotionally attached. Okay, the next thing that I would save would be this Harry Potter book. Now, as you guys are probably aware, I'm a massive Harry Potter fan. Yeah, I'm not even embarrassed about that. I'm actually really proud to be a Harry Potter fan. I love the Harry Potter stories so much, but I'd save this book specifically because this has been signed by loads of the people that were in the films. So I've got a signature from, I just got a tweet, Michael Gambon, Bill Nighy, Adrian Rawlings, I think there's a couple of other, I can't read it, Toby Jones, a couple of people, like quite a lot of people. These are the people that play Dumbledore, Harry Potter's dad, Dobby, the person that voices Dobby, maybe, I don't know. But like, I just really want to save this because the rest of the books, like, I could replace, but the ones with the signatures, and also the like memories attached to getting the signatures, it's just a really nice memory, so yeah, I'd want to save this one. Okay, so the next thing is this box. Now, this is something that I've had since I was in year 7, and I made this box in year 7 design technology. So look at this, it's pretty much, I'm a joiner, like this whole box made it myself. And it's got this really big lid on it, and inside is loads and loads of postcards. Because from the years of like 2012 to 2015, wherever I went, I used to buy postcards and write them to myself. like, which sounds really sad, but I just used to write like the date I'd been to that place and like a little something. So I'll give you some examples. Like, as you can see, this is really full. There are a couple of them that have actually been sent to me from other people. So this is from my friend's department at school and stuff. It's filled with these cards as well that my friend Gabby wrote me. Not Gabby Velvet Ghost that I already mentioned. My friend Gabby from school made these cards for when I hit various different amounts of subscribers. So she started when I hit 5k I think, or 10k, and there was like 20k, 100k. This is the only one left to be opened, which is my 100k card. So they're in there because I like to know where they are so I can open them if and when I hit that goal. So for example, this one here, this is a postcard of London, and this might seem a bit odd now because I'm in London quite often, but back when I wrote this, I didn't used to go very often. So on the back of this, it said, today we've been to London, it's the 30th of July. We went to the Harry Potter studio tour, but today we've been into central London to see all the touristy places. It was amazing. And then that's pretty much all I wrote. I just wrote little notes to myself. This one's from like 11-year-old Molly. This is a picture of the Eiffel Tower, and it just said, today I spent the whole day in the centre of Paris. It's such a lovely city, very busy and full of life. I saw the Eiffel Tower. P.S. we spent the last 2 days in Disneyland and me and Harry are having so much fun. Like, just little things like this. I don't know why I did it. It was kind of like writing a diary entry, but I've got one from all the different places that I've been. I used to have these up on my wall, but then I got too many and it looked really cluttered. So I put them in this box instead. But even little things like tube tickets, and I've just written on the back like where I went with that tube journey. I kind of wish I'd put these in a scrapbook because there's so many here. Oh, this one. They've all got blue tack on the back, so they're all stuck together. This is when I went to Tiet Val with school, which is the like where they had the Battle of the Somme, which was honestly such a good experience. If any of you guys get the chance to do the trip to the battlefields with your school, like, I could not recommend it more. It's so moving and such a good experience. Got a Valentine's Day card of Katie for the year that neither of us had boyfriends. Not gonna lie, I don't know why I keep all these things because I never look through these. But yeah, as you can see, there's just loads and loads of things in this box, and these are all things that you couldn't really replace. Going back to the less sentimental things, the next thing I'd want to save would be my external hard drive, which is this 2TB thing here. Because every phone I've ever had, every camera I've ever owned, every memory card I've ever owned is backed up onto here. The only things that aren't backed up are the things that are on my laptop and my phone at the moment, but like everything that I've ever had digitally since like 2010 is on here. There's not only pictures and stuff, but there's also like stories that I've written. I went through a phase actually really recently where I really liked writing stories, but they weren't fiction. It was like recounting my actual life, but as if I was telling a story, and I never really shared those with anybody apart from like 2 people, and they're not backed up onto my laptop because I'm really scared that if I give my laptop to somebody, like if somebody at school's on my laptop, I wouldn't want somebody to be able to read it, so I backed them up on here and deleted the other copies of them because, so I'd want to save this. The next thing is this little box. As you can see, I really like keeping boxes of sentimental things, and this box here is everything you guys have ever given me. So if ever I've met a subscriber and they've given me like a card or a letter, I put it in here because I absolutely love keeping them all so that I can read them back. That is just a box of like cards and stuff that you guys have given to me, which honestly means the world. I keep them in this Ted Baker box just so that I know where they are. But yeah, I definitely want to keep this because these are like irreplaceable to me, especially the ones that say like congratulations on 10k and stuff, because that feels like forever ago, and it's crazy that people even wrote me things when I was like at 10,000, I don't know, but this is really special to me. Okay, so keeping along a similar theme, the next thing I would want to keep would be my diaries. Now these are just 3 because I'm not sure where the rest of them are, but basically between the years 2007 to 2013, I wrote everything down. And then in 2013, I switched from writing it to filming it because that's when I started YouTube. But I was like an avid diary keeper, and I mean that like every single page in these books are full. Now this one here has JLS's face on because this was 2011, so this was that year. I think it was 2011 to 2012, and I like brought this everywhere that we went, and I stuck everything in, and like this was the room number we stayed in. I was just ridiculously obsessed with documenting everything. Some of these are very, very like ranty about people I didn't like at school. This one is filled with all the people I was in love with in primary school. Now I would love to do a video about these in more depth, so if you want to see me reading my old diaries, that's something I'd love to do because these are so funny. Basically, if you ever annoyed me between 2007 and 2013, chances are it's been ranted about in one of these books because I wrote everything down. Okay, the next thing I would want to keep would be my coat, because even though this is really gross and really like ratty now, this is the most Molly coat there has ever been. I'm going to insert pictures like on the screen. I've basically worn this coat for 2 years straight now. Also, if there was a fire, this would keep me warm and I'd still look like me because this is just like a Molly coat. Okay, I think this is the last thing. I'm pretty sure I've talked through 10. But the last thing I would want to save would be these like certificates from my school, especially this one here, which is my GCSE certificates, because I did not go through all of that like stress last year to not come out with this GCSE certificate at the end of it, because this just tells you the grades I got, and I'm quite proud of the grades I got. And this is just like paper to be like, yeah, I got the grades. In fact, if you think about how much revision I did, the fact that all it is one piece of paper is ridiculous. But other than that, I think that's everything. There are probably other things that I'd want to save, but if I was just limiting it to 10, then those would be the 10, because everything else I think I could replace. I wouldn't want to save any of my makeup. I wouldn't really want to save my camera because I can get a new camera, and there are things that are more important than that, like all the stuff I just said. So I'm gonna leave it there, but if you're watching this and it's got you thinking about the type of things you'd want to save in the event of a fire, then I'd love to know in the comments or as a video response, as I've already mentioned, because I do feel like it's quite personal and it's also quite interesting to think about. When Gabby uploaded the video, it really got me thinking about the stuff I'd want to save. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this. If you have, give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe down below if you're not already subscribed, because that, as always, means the world to me. But other than that, I'm gonna go, and I shall see you at the weekend with another vlog. Bye!